my name is Tori Jackson. I am an extension educator with the University of Maine Cooperative Extension in Androscoggin and Saginaw counties. Part of the work I do is with farmers around the state as well as within my two counties to work with them on production issues, but also how to help them best manage their farms as a business. On average, I receive a call or an email about once a week from someone who's interested in either becoming a farmer or modifying their farm operation in some way. And the first thing that I ask people to do is to come into the office, or if they're particularly far away, I'll go out to their home and meet with them. And we spend 2 or 3 hours going through a questionnaire, and this really serves as a jumping off point for a larger conversation that helps us to both better understand the goals of the farm. And we talk about, the basic things like, why do you want to farm? Is it a lifestyle? Do you want to produce your own food? Or do you really want to try and make money? And we also talk about experience in agriculture and how that might impact the kinds of things they do. And this ranges greatly from I've never been on a farm to I grew up on a farm. Really, we spend the bulk of the time talking about the business side of running a farm. This is usually not the first consideration when someone decides that they want to become a farmer, but to me anyway, it's arguably one of the most important things to be thinking about at that point. We talk about everything from expected income, financing, who's going to be the bookkeeper, whether or not there'll be health insurance from either the farm business or another farm enterprise. And then we talk about things like licensing and certifications, things that folks who aren't familiar with working in food production may not have considered before this. And then we also talk about how being a farmer impacts their family and their lifestyle, having long hours, low pay, things like that. Will that really work with their family dynamic?
Okay, I recently took a course to the local extension office called So You Want to Farm in Maine. It's basically a business course for small farmers like me. I started farming here mostly to provide fresh, healthy food for my family, and we've been expanding that to sell meat, beef and poultry and other products to several customers. Now, I'd like to continue to expand that into a business, and I felt that I was at a point where I really needed some education in that respect. So I took the small business course, the farm business course this spring, and I found it to be amazingly helpful, just to sort of put me on the right track to knowing what questions I should be asking, how I should be looking at my farm as a business, what numbers I should be crunching, and how to look at expanding or trying new things on the farm, and in a way that would allow me to increase my odds of making that a financially successful venture rather than just a sort of a wild trial and error process. So I found that from taking that course, I've learned a lot about what I may have been doing wrong and what I was planning to do that may not have been the best approach, but I've also it's given me a lot of confidence and optimism toward expanding my farm business in the future. So.